pixel mazes, fingers dance, electric craze. You win, you lose, the screen displays. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Pinball clatters, jackpot rings, 8-bit world where power springs. Twits his hum, the chaos sings, forever young on timeless wings. Press start to play. The night won't decay. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade.
Hello and welcome to the Retro Legends Arcade. First off, I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone that's been with me along on this journey. This is our 50th show. We've made it through 50 Retro Legends Arcade shows. Let me just pull up some comments. Video Game Vegas congratulating me for the 50th episode. Legit. We got Sacro. I did push the time back a little bit earlier. It just works better for me. Congrats on 50. Can't make the earlier shows. You will catch a replay. Happy Friday, everyone. Everybody. We got Wingo Edgy here. Good to see you, Wingo. We got Hollywood Polo's in the chat. Good to see Hollywood Polo here. He's a great pinball player. Bliss2121, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. That's our 50th. We got Michelle here. Let's see. She coming in hot with a question. Can someone tell me when the TMNT HDP are getting the rest of the Zen tables? I don't know. That's up to AtGames and Zen, but I have asked them several times, and they have guaranteed me that they are coming to the Turtles Pinball. I've asked them several times, and every time they've said it is going to happen. So, you know, I think we will have to wait and see, but that's the best. As far as I know, they're planned to be on the Turtles cabinet. That was one of the big reasons for making the cabinet, was to be able to push the Zen into a less expensive price point. That was the main reason for making, one of the big reasons for making the Turtles cabinet. But we'll wait and see. But I know that it is projected that they are going to be on the Turtles cabinet. So let's see. We got Biggie D coming in. Look at that beautiful wrench. Biggie D's got a wrench? Papa Brad must have lost his mind. You got Dark Realm Gaming. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Happy Friday. It's our 50th episode. Yes, Fallout is the big news. Fallout. Man, what a great franchise. And I love the new show. Biggie D with a big let's go. Thank you so much. We got at Harp 1980. I don't know if I said that right. Or is it E.T. Harp? I don't know. Let me know. We got Rich Riviera. Rock on. One of the best intros, Papa Brad. Thank you so much. I spent forever on making these intros. And a big part of the Retro Legends Arcade show is I wanted to show that I had a little bit higher production value. I spend pretty much a whole week building the show. I enjoy doing it. And this show really is not about me, though. It's about the players. And really what this show is all about is this, the Retro Legends leaderboards. Every week we have players that come in and they play retro arcade games AtGames Pinball, Pinball Effects VR, Zen Pinball. You can even play on VPX. And we just play games for fun. That's really what the show is all about. There's no gatekeeping. Any person could come in and drop a score. Very easy. We've played at this point just hundreds and hundreds of games. We've played all the classics in arcade. We're playing all the great pinballs. I usually like to follow along with the flipper friends. So my friends that have AtGames, you can play in the flipper friends, and you can just drop a score in my tournament while you're at it. So yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. He says he loves the intro music. It makes him smile. I always get hyped up when I start the intro. Michelle, you know, as far as I know, I was 100% told by AtGames that they are coming. So, I mean, as far as I know, they're coming. When? I can't tell you that. And they actually don't even tell us anymore because they stealth drop everything from Zen. So nobody knows to probably the day it comes out. Maybe the day before they might let us know, but we don't really get a head start like that. And, you know, there's a lot of talking about AtGames and Zen. That really is the big story right now. That's what everyone wants to know. Let me just go full screen for a minute. But this is what the show's all about. Retro Legends Arcade Leaderboards. Hold on. Let me remove that. Let me get where I took myself off the screen. I got to get back on there. And I am the most amateur YouTuber. AtGames, we're talking about Zen and AtGames. AtGames has successfully delivered almost the complete, as far as the Williams library. They've got everything that Williams Zen has ever made on the 4KP except for Bonsai Run, Earthshaker, Circus Voltaire, and Safecracker. That's only 4 games. It's only four Williams tables that are not ported. Now, as far as bringing them to the HDP, I would think that's a pretty light lift because it's the same chipset. Basically, all they have to do is really mainly change the resolution of the tables. So I would think that's a super light lift for Zen. And, you know, why wouldn't they? I mean, it's like, you know, it would just make sense. I will definitely be getting the Bethesda pack. I already have it on Pinball Effects 3. But I'll probably buy the Pinball M versions because I want to see how they make it a little more edgy. I really love the Doom table. We're going to talk about that in the show. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting that. So, without further ado, I want to introduce the games of this week. But first, before I go any further, I do want to thank everyone that watches the show. The show would be nothing without you watching. So, thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. And, you know, keep tuning in. We play different games every week. Even if you don't play and participate in the games, maybe you want, you know, I do little segments on the games. We talk a little bit about the history of the games. We just have a little fun. So, absolutely. Pinball M. Yeah. So, let's go. Let me pull this up. So, let's take a look at the games we'll be playing this week. And, of course, we're going to play Black Knight 2000 and some other games. Let's check it out. This week in the Retro Legends Arcade, we'll be playing in Pinball Effects VR, Godzilla vs. Kong. Super fun Godzilla themed table. Here's the QR code to join in on the leaderboards. Black Knight 2000 is one of those pinball tables that doesn't just play loud, it feels loud. Originally released by Williams in 1989 as the sequel to the groundbreaking Black Knight, this table doubled down on what made the original special. The iconic upper and lower play fields, fast flow, and an aggressive personality. Steve Ritchie's design, paired with the unforgettable music and call-out, made Black Knight 2000 a classic of the late solid-state era. Now Black Knight 2000 is available on AtGames Pinball. And let's see if this new version preserves that speed, intensity, and one more game feeling that made this original table so legendary. From the moment you plunge, the table pushes you to be aggressive. The split playfield is the star of the show. Most of your scoring potential lives up top. Game rewards confident shooting, quick reactions, and smart multi-ball control, while still being approachable enough for newer players to have fun and feel progress. Let me talk a little bit about my strategy for this game. The most important thing is to focus on the upper playfield. That's where the big points are. You want to complete the war rollovers to start a hurry up, and cash in by shooting the ball back up the left side. This is one of the best scoring opportunities in the game. Lower the drawbridge by hitting the 3 targets, then lock the balls to start a multi-ball. Multi-ball is where this table really shines, along with the incredible music and excitement of the table overall. During multi-ball, cradle the left flipper and shoot with the right, especially onto the upper playfield. It's repeatable and effective. Use the Magna save on the right out lane and left kick out wisely. Rely on them only if you're close, otherwise don't chase them. The Lightning random award shot is valuable mainly because it feeds to the upper playfield again. Don't overuse the U-turn shot. It can score well, but is extremely dangerous. And the U-turn is a surefire way to drain fast on this table, so avoid the U-turn shot as much as you can. At its core, Black Knight 2000 is all about starting multi-balls and cashing war hurry-ups. Do those consistently, and you'll see your scores climb quickly. Black Knight 2000 is a fast, loud, classic pinball experience that holds up beautifully. Feels right at home on AtGames Pinball. I'm giving this one a 9 out of 10. On to a great classic feeling AtGames original pinball table, DARIUS. This game is available on AtGames Legends pinball machines on all platforms. One of the favorites of mine that are in the Taito pinball games. And this game does not have a center post. Love the sound, very retro. What an original table. Come join us on the leaderboards. Another favorite of mine and an AtGames original would be Nature's Fury. This game is pure multi-ball madness. You just look at this game, it's absolutely glorious. Very fun table.
Flood combo. The waters are rising. Flood combo. Surge ahead. Flood combo. The waters are rising. Ball save is lit.
The sky, the way the lightning is. This table's so well done.
Brace for impact. Bonus ×2. Storm reward is lit. Ball 1 is locked. The pressure builds.
That multi-ball going.
Flood combo. Surge ahead. Ball 2
One more ball. We got it.
The hurricane is brewing. Hurricane multi-ball.
Multi-ball is
the
unleashed.
wind. Ball saved. Hold your ground. Cyclone jackpot. Whirlwind of chaos.
Absolutely beautiful game.
The thunder jackpot. Rumble and tsunami jackpot. Cyclone jackpot. A storm of reward. Bonus times 6. Ball 1 is locked. Nature's fury stirs. Left kickback is activated.
And last but certainly not least, we got the classic Williams arcade game Bubbles. I mean, who doesn't love Bubbles? Such a fun game. This week's games in Pinball Effects VR, Godzilla vs. Kong, AtGames Pinball, or any other way that you can play it, Black Knight 2000, Darius, the Taito from the Taito Pinball Packs, Nature's Fury, double dip that on the Flipper Friends, and the classic arcade game Bubbles. Great week of competition is in store for this, the 50th episode of the Retro Legends Arcade. Thank you so much for 50 great episodes, 50 great weeks of competition. I will see you on the leaderboards. There you go. We got some great games coming in the Retro Legends Arcade. You know, we got Black Knight 2000, Nature's Fury, Darius, Bubbles. Who doesn't love Bubbles? You know, that's a great game. We got Steps Turbo Show here. Good to see you, Steps. She just streamed some Williams arcade games, including Defender, Stargate. She was playing some Sinistar. Those are all great classic games. And that's what the show's all about. The love of arcade games and pinball. Let me just go back, make sure I'm not missing any comments. Let's see. Yeah, there's always the option to play stuff with OTG too if you have AtGames Pinball. That's on any of them. I prefer to play the games natively, but the big news this week, of course, the big news was the Pinball Bites. Let's take a look at the Pinball Bites real quick, and we're going to talk about it. We add that to stage.
Welcome to the first episode of the Pinball Bites in 2026.
Today's episode is a big one. Legendary franchises are returning to our pinball world.
This is our biggest release since the arrival of Pinball FX, including even Pinball M.
And we have updated the set with the amazing...
Yep, the very first thing I noticed was Judge Dredd. I mean, that's all I saw. When I saw this, I couldn't stop looking at Judge Dredd over there. I mean, Judge Dredd, what a great pinball. Now, that's one that they should port to their platform. Judge Dredd is a fantastic real-world pinball. And I would love to see Zen Studios get that title.
Judge Dredd machine. Would you like to see it in our games? Please let us know.
But for now, let's dive in. The first release of the year is a table pack that many of you have been requesting for a very long time.
Get ready.
And the crazy part is, if you watched the last episode of the Retro Legends Arcade, I pretty much, without knowing anything about it beforehand, I pretty much speculated that what they would be getting would be Fallout. And sure enough, That's exactly what they got. I know that the show has created a lot of interest in the Fallout game, even though it's an older game on FX3. Apparently, it's been selling pretty well. Now, this is not the Fallout of the TV show. This is just related to the video game franchise, the Bethesda pack. But I was surprised that I guessed right. It was the Fallout game along with, several other games. But I knew right away because I played the Fallout video game. As soon as I saw that helmet, I knew the power armor, and I knew right away it was going to be Fallout.
For frightful action.
What do y'all think of this? Let me make it full screen. Let me blow this up.
Let's play, little human!
Bring it on.
Good fight, human! Fun!
Sweet.
Yeah!
Another job done.
Like, you got the super mutant there on the table. Pretty cool table. I've played all these quite a bit already. It'll be interesting to see what changes they make. I will probably be getting the Pinball M version, which hopefully will be a little more spicy. That was the Fallout table. Let's take a look at Doom next.
Dragon approaches. Prepare for battle, dragon.
That was the Doom table. To me, that is the superstar table of the bunch. The Doom table, to me, that's the superstar of this pack. By far, that's my favorite. Got a comment here from Crypto Coffee 13. Says, I play pinball on Steam, Pinball Arcade, Pinball Effects, Pinball M, and Zaccaria. So I'm pretty much the same way. I can't get enough of pinball. I mean, I've got an X Arcade. I play on FX3. I play on Pinball Effects VR in virtual reality. I play native tables on the AtGames pinball on the 4K and on the HDP. And I like it all. I mean, I love this hobby, so I have several ways to play pinball. Crypto Coffee says he has an AtGames Legends Ultimate Stick and Mini Stick, both with side buttons for pinball. So he did not have any of the pinball packs. Yeah. So that's the thing. With our contest, you can play, as long as you got the game and you could take a photograph, you can enter a score, even using VPX. Pretty cool. So let's continue. Let's check out the Skyrim table. Do you ever think they will bring Pinball M to VR? No, because it's against Zen Pinball said it was against the Quest, some kind of agreement they have with them for mature content. So they said that Pinball M will not be coming to Pinball Effects VR, which is a bummer because I love Pinball M. But apparently it's not going to be coming from what they said at Zen Studios. I think I saw that in the Melkirk interview on the Blockade podcast. But you never know. If something changes, I mean, that would be a good thing to get. Absolutely. VPX, any way you're playing pinball, it's a win. Whether you're playing VPX, you're playing native, you're supporting Zen Studios. I mean, it's all about having fun and playing the games. And let me go back to being Bubble Boy here, and let's check out the Skyrim table. Just a little snippet of it.
This looks promising. Yes. For Skyrim. For shore. For Sovngarde's freedom. Defeat Alduin.
Bethesda Pinball is back, featuring 3 amazing tables inspired by the biggest gaming franchises.
Explore the secrets of the wasteland in a world decimated by nuclear war on Fallout Pinball.
Fight your way through the UAC research facility, taking on hordes of demons on Doom Pinball.
And fulfill your destiny as a Dragonborn on the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Pinball.
Besides Pinball FX, the tables will also arrive to Pinball M with added gore. We have seen multiple suggestions about how fitting these franchises would be on the platform, so we had to deliver.
That's right, and similarly to our previous releases, the tables will arrive in PlayStation, Xbox, Epic Games and Nintendo Switch with cross-entitlement enabled, meaning that if you purchase the tables in one game, the other version will be free.
Unfortunately, we are still unable to do this on Steam due to reasons out of our control, so Bethesda Pinball will be released in Pinball M. However, the Legacy Bundle option will be available for you, meaning that if you purchase the table pack in Pinball FX3, you will get a 50% discount from the full price.
And that's not all. As previous Legacy Williams Pinball releases, the Pinball FX version of Bethesda Pinball will also have backwards compatibility on Nintendo Switch. Besides Pinball FX and Pinball M, players of Pinball FX VR and Zen Pinball World will also receive these amazing classics.
Keep an eye out on our social channels, as the VR trailer of these tables will be epic.
Just be careful while fighting hordes of demons in your living room.
Zen Pinball World players, don't forget to use the Migrate Tables option in the settings if you already have the tables in Zen Pinball.
And now about the release date. Bethesda Pinball will arrive on all mentioned platforms on February 12.
Prepare your flipper fingers and head over to the Steam page of the pack, where you can wishlist Bethesda Pinball already.
We will also launch a limited time event of Fallout Pinball in Pinball FX right after the pack has been released.
All you have to do is to finish in the top 90% on the event in order to win a Fallout poster for your pinhole.
The pack will also receive its own dedicated questline with unique challenges on all 3 tables.
Are you up to the task?
Whether you're playing Pinball FX...
I'm gonna pause it right there. You know, the concerning thing right here was, to me, the concerning thing was there was no mention of AtGames. What happened? What happened? I thought AtGames was going to get everything day and date. Last year, they were saying it was all going to be day and date. And here we have, well, these are old tables. These are tables that are going to be updated probably to be, you know, they're going to update them some. But these are not brand new IP. This is not the new Fallout based on the TV show. These are not brand new tables that we haven't played before. If you've really been around Zen Pinball, Zen Studios Pinball. But surprising the omission of AtGames. What do you think in the chat? Steps Turbo says, I think they should make a Pee Wee Herman table. I'm on Pee Wee Herman's Big Top. That would be crazy, man. Pee Wee Herman. I would love to see a Pee Wee Herman table, or Bruce Lee. I always thought Bruce Lee would be a great, there's no great Bruce Lee themed pinball table. What a great franchise that would be to have a pinball table. I would buy that immediately. That'd be an insta buy. But let's continue to watch. But a very shocking surprise that AtGames was just completely omitted from this announcement, which was surprising. I mean, I was surprised when I watched it. I didn't get to watch it live. This is the second time I'm watching it, so I'm picking up stuff still as I watch.
Pinball M, Pinball FX VR or Zen Pinball World, we hope you will enjoy the Bethesda Pinball tables.
And get ready for a released pack 2026, including Williams tables you have never seen before in the digital space.
Share your guesses in the comments.
And what do you say about it? Should we try out this beauty to finish the segment?
Of course, let's go.
I'm gross. See you on the top of the leaderboard.
There you go. There was the pinball bites. You know, what did y'all think? Crypto Coffee says that he likes the Pinball M tables, the Thing, and the Texas Chainsaw are his favorites. I love those. Those are great tables. Crypto Coffee again says that the X-Arcade stick is the way to go. Don't have one. They look amazing. Perfect for a Raspberry Pi. You can play arcade games with X-Arcade stick. Great too. You know, and PC and pinball. Yeah, it's kind of a, you know, great thing to have in your home arcade. X-Arcade is fantastic. You could do so much with it. Let's take one more look at the 3 games. And then I'll tell you my feeling on the 3 games and how I would rate them, because I've played all these games quite a bit. Let's take one more quick look at the 3 games. I got one more piece of media to look at from Zen Studios. let's see. This is the clip, Bethesda Pinball. Okay, we get a little deeper dive. I mean, definitely these are an instant buy on the Pinball Effects VR, because it's going to be amazing to see how they're going to incorporate these themes into a VR environment. So let's take a look.
Let's play, little human!
Bring it on.
Good fight, human! Fun!
Sweet.
Yeah!
Another job done.
A dragon approaches. Prepare for battle, Dragonborn. This looks promising, yes. For Skyrim, for shore, for Sovngarde's freedom, defeat Alduin.
There you go. There was a nice long clip of all three games. I would say I would rate Fallout. I would rate probably an 8 from what, at least my playing it. I would probably rate the Skyrim game. I would rate about an 8 as well. I didn't get super into it, but the Doom game I would give like a 10. That's a banger. It's a fantastic pinball, super fun. You know. And, you know, maybe I just didn't get into them enough. I played them typically on a console, you know, and often maybe revisit them. But I feel like the best pinball of those three is definitely the Doom. What do you think in the chat? Do you agree with me? You think the Doom is the best of the three? That's kind of what I think. But great games, a lot of fun. Very odd that they admitted AtGames from the release, though. You know, these might be licenses that are expensive to buy. So maybe AtGames, you know, maybe these are more expensive titles. So maybe that's why AtGames didn't get them. But I did think they were going to do everything day and date, you know, and a bit surprising. Biggie D says Doom. Doom is where it's at. I agree. At those tables. And I love Fallout. Don't get me wrong. I love Fallout. I love the games. I've played all the Fallout games. But for a pinball table game, the Doom table, to me, is the best one of the three. The other two are good. They're good quality games, but they're not as, I wouldn't rate them as high. The Doom game is absolutely outstanding. So next thing I want to talk about is I want to talk a little bit about some of the games we are show some more about the games we're doing. Of course, we're doing the Black Knight. Of course, that's a clip of the real game that when I was out playing pinball. I just took a quick little short of it on my channel. But Black Knight 2000 is a fantastic pinball machine. I'm seeing very mixed reviews. Most people are rating it a 9 or a 10, or they complain about the sound. And I really don't find the sound for me as an issue. You know, it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I'm so engaged in the gameplay. You know, I don't really feel like the sound puts you off a lot on it. And I would not let that keep you from getting it. It's a fantastic table. You know, Black Knight 2000 is a seriously challenging, difficult table, though. This is a table that, you know, you're not going to instantly beat it. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of skill to play that table. Super fun. In my review that I showed earlier, I kind of went over the rules of the game, but you basically want to live in that upper play field and get all them points. Most of the points are up top, but I think it's fantastic. I love it. It plays great. Sounds good to me. I mean, I got my SSF kit cranked way up, so it doesn't really, it doesn't. When I go out and play pinball in the real world, most pinball machines don't sound as good as the AtGames 4KP with the SSF kit. It's super clear and loud. I mean, I think it's a nitpick with the sound personally, but everyone can have their own opinion. But I'm going to stick with my 9. I feel like it is worth a 9, and I'm going to give a caveat to it. If you don't like difficult pinball machines, this is probably not the machine for you because it is pretty hard. It's not an easy game to play. This is before pinball would hold your hand and give you a bunch of extra balls, would give you the save at the beginning. This is like brutal, like Addams Family. I mean, you can shoot the ball and instantly drain, and it doesn't really rescue the ball for you. But that's the way these solid state games are. If you play something, a lot of these old games like Pinbot, they're not really. They made them hard. They made them super challenging because the people that were into pinball at the time were super into it. Just like today, the hardcore people, they liked the difficulty, and so. But some people will rate it low based on its difficulty. They'll play it. They'll get instant drains. The game will just absolutely clobber them, and they just won't like it for that. Some people will not like it because it's a low-scoring game. The scoring system is pretty low on it. It's not like you're getting these crazy big scores. You really work hard for any score you get in Black Knight 2000. But I'm just going to be honest. I love it. I do feel like it deserved the 9 that I gave it. Another game that I want to talk about is we're going to play the Godzilla pinball. Godzilla vs. Kong is a game I have not spent a lot of time on. This has been in the Godzilla pack. I've always kind of thrown it to the back and I haven't played it much. So it'll be fun to play this game. I'm going to play it in Pinball Effects VR this week. And a lot of people have been getting their Haptics kits, which is exciting for X-Arcade. So the Haptics kit, of course, is something you put in the X-Arcade, and when it does, it actually adds physical nudging, and it adds some vibrations and solenoids. And one of the best things about it is that it can be upgraded. There's firmware, and they can keep improving it, making it better and better. And so I feel like if you're getting it, you're still at the beginning stages of it because Zen has not fully implemented the plunger all the way in Pinball Effects VR, but they will for sure. So, Mad Van Han, welcome to the chat. #1 pinball player in the world at AtGames Pinball. He says Black Knight 2000 is a tough one, yes, but I'm going to tell you right now, this game is a 9. For me, it's a 9. For some people, it will be S tier. For some people, it will be a 10. For some people, it will be a 3 because some people will get thrown off by the difficulty. But stick with it. It's worth it. It's a game. I mean, I love it. I just, I'm like, thank you, man. I have another. When it clobbers me, I'm just like, I'm ready to go back. But I am enjoying it. I know that Mad Van Han is he #1 on the back glass? He's a fantastic player. He's probably #1 on the back glass. But I would also keep in mind that, Black Knight 2000, this is a very old game. This is a solid state pinball, This is one of the very old games, and you got to keep in mind it's of that generation of time. But I play it every time I see it. I have to play it. I just love it. It's a 10 if you like challenge. Absolutely. I mean, I almost gave it a 10, but there was just something where I felt like for me, it was like, how did I feel about it? Like for me, I just could not give it the 10 because I feel like it's so difficult that it throws a lot of people off, but it is a good game. It's one that you want to buy because you're never going to really clobber it. I mean, you have to struggle to get every point on the table. Hey, we got Mikey Yoon here. Welcome to the stream. Happy 50th episode, Papa Brad. Thank you. Thank you. Once again, you're in time. I am going to do a drawing for something awesome. So everyone in the chat, if you're catching the show live, tonight is the night you can win something for being here. If you're not on the Papa Brad's Gaming channel, I multi-stream on my channels. Go to the Papa Brad's Gaming channel because I'm about to do a giveaway. And anyone in the chat can win. So I'm about to do a giveaway. So come to the Papa Brad's channel if you're on Retro Legends Arcade. The sound is a little off from AtGames. hopefully they patch it to make most happy. Yeah. Thank you so much, Steps Turbo. I appreciate you. Great channel. Check her out. Anyone that streams Defender right before me, I love Defender. Man, I was digging your stream. I had to leave it at the last minute to get my stream ready. But thank you. Happy 50th. Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much. The show is nothing without the people that play in the tournaments each week and the people that watch. To me, it's always been about giving back. Like I do YouTube content, but this show, I mean, last year I gave out over $1,100 in prizes right out of my pocket. Like I don't get any support from anyone. That's just straight out of my pocket. So, you know, my AtGames Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles table would be like if I gave that away, because I gave out over $1,100 last year in prizes. That's hard to do. It's a you know, financial impact, but I do it because I love to play games. I always love tournaments, and I like competition. It's a lot of fun. So that being said, I feel like I might just do the drawing. Those of you that are here will benefit from being here tonight. I get most of my views, however, after the fact. Most people watch on Restream. There's a lot going on a Friday night. And I've decided to keep the show on Friday night. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to watch. So I realized that going into it. But we're going to do a giveaway. First, let me show you what we're going to be giving away tonight. I'm going to show you what we're going to give away. We're going to give away one of these right here. Here we go. This is what I'm giving away. What's up, gamers? Papa Brad here, and today we are going back to the sticky arcade floors, back to the neon lights, back to the moment when you slid the quarter into the machine and hoped this is the run. And this little cube right here, it captures all of that magic right in the palm of your hand. If you grew up in the arcades, bowling alleys, pizza joints, or in the back of a convenience store, you already know that sound, that click, that glow, that awesome feeling that something awesome is about to happen. Now this is my favorite part. Check this out. The coin slot actually works. How awesome is this? You can drop in the included token or a real quarter and watch it travel through the cube and slide down out the bottom. No screens, no apps, just pure tactile arcade joy. TinyBrights nailed all the details. You've got adjustable volume, so it works whether this is on your desk, in your office, or in a full game room. And the brightness control lets you go from soft ambient glow to full-on arcade just open shine. At 2.75 inches tall, it fits right in the palm of your hand, but it packs a lot of serious nostalgia. It runs on a rechargeable battery or a USB-C, so you can place it anywhere. And it's got auto shutdown, so it's not going to drain power when you walk away. One of the coolest things is it comes in a massive variety of colors. It comes in multiple retro colorways: black, red, black and red, black and neon green, black and yellow. This is the TinyBrights Insert Coin Cube, and it's basically a love letter to classic arcade machines. They have a version for any kind of gaming or arcade setup. This is the part that is really cool. Every TinyBrights product is produced and designed and built in Colorado, dreamed up by hand and finished in their studio. This is not just a product, it's a tiny story. You're supporting a company in the USA. The insert coin button actually presses in and lights up with a classic red arcade glow. You don't tap it, you commit to it. And yes, it makes the authentic arcade sounds. That moment when your brain says, all right, here we go, it's on. In my opinion, this isn't a toy. It's not a lamp, it's a memory machine. If you love arcade history, retro gaming, or just want a desk piece that makes you smile every time you see it, the TinyBrights Insert Coin Cube absolutely delivers. I have something special for my viewers. Type the coupon code PapaBrad and you can get 5% off. The link to the TinyBrights Insert Coin Cube is in the description of this video. Just click on the link and it'll take you right to it. This is a fantastic product and I fully endorse it. Check it out. It's absolutely amazing. Sorry about that. Sorry about that end screen. But yeah, we're gonna give out a TinyBrights Insert Coin. This is the coolest little gizmo. I mean, I just love these things. I bought a bunch of. Look at this. Look at this. Here's a black one. Let me pull one out and let you see it close. So you press the button, and it makes the arcade sounds. You put the quarter in, it goes through it. You can change the brightness. You can have it like where it's flashing. And it's all wireless, so you could sit it anywhere. And that's one of the coolest things. Different brightnesses. And it comes with a token. These are all made in the USA. They're made in Colorado. It's just a small company that makes these. They do them in different colors. I'm going to let you pick whatever color you want. Here's a green one, just to show you how it works. It's not a bank. The coin just goes through it. It's just a cool little thing to put on your desk, or I actually started putting them by all my machines. Check this out. I got one sitting by my X arcade. It looks like you put a coin in it. They look like, but look, they're just, you can just pick them up. It's all wireless. This is a red one. But this company is great. The quality is great. I wasn't sure immediately. I wanted to test them. I've had these for about 3 weeks and just had them sitting around my arcades. I took one to my work and I just have it sitting. Just makes me happy, you know. It's just a little cool gadget. I mean, you could sit it on, I would say, you know, if you're into home arcade, you could sit it by any arcade. It kind of makes it look like you could put a coin in it. It's just a fun little gadget, you know, and just something fun. So let me tell you how we're going to do the giveaway. I think it's made out of plastic. It's not vinyl, but they're handmade. Like they make them to order. Like they make them all by hand. So it's just a handmade insert coin thing. Look at that. Oh, I turned it off. I pressed the button to turn it off. There it is. It's so bright. I have it too bright. It's so bright it can't focus. But yeah, they're great. So let me put up. I'm going to use the StreamYard picker. So this is going to be for someone that's here. You don't have to have played in the contest this time. You know, when I started the show, I said I'm only going to give prizes to people that play, but I'm breaking my own rule tonight. I'm going to give this to anyone in the chat that wants it. I got to add this to the screen. Hold on. Share screen. I'm going to pull up a StreamYard giveaway tool. Now, this keeps it fair. There's no way to cheat on this. This is a tool from StreamYards that will pull up your comments. And can I make it bigger? Let me see. Let me try. There's got to be a way to make it bigger. Did it get bigger? But I just disappeared. Okay. So hashtag TinyBrights. Hashtag TinyBrights. Let me type it in the chat. Let me type it in the chat. Hashtag TinyBrights to be entered to win. You could pick whatever color you want, and we'll get you one of these sent out to you. TinyBrights. TinyBrights. Hashtag TinyBrights. There you go. Hashtag TinyBrights. Just like, there you go. Mad Ben Han has it up there. Oh, no. If I went off to spin again, I'm sorry. But I needed to type it in the chat so you see how to spell it. You got to spell it like that. I'm going to cover everything. I'm going to cover the shipping. And it's just a cool item, you know. A sponsored stream. Oh, good job. We got Orchid there. Welcome to the stream. I'll leave it up for a little bit. Maybe I'll leave it up. Bliss 2121. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah. Try to win one first. Try to win one first. I really love this item though. Like I said, I'm not real quick to give my endorsement to anything, but I had these, and I had them around my arcade for a couple weeks, and I really enjoyed them. So I do make a few bucks if I sell one, not much, but just something cool, something different. If you're interested, get one. If not, no pressure. Hey, we got Ray Lilatori just became a YouTube member. Got to play a video for that. Let me pull out one of my videos. Let's see. Let's see which one I want to pick. Let me get a good one. Let's go with, let's see. Let's go with this one here.
A Papa Brad's a gaming. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retrogaming. The old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit.
Man, my glasses are fogging up. My glasses are fogging up. Glasses are fogging up. That's pretty hot. So TinyBrights. Yes, TinyBrights is the code. And you can pick whatever color you want. They got a ton of different colors to choose from. But good luck. Make sure you enter that in the chat. Let me pull up my banner. I have some notes. I got to figure out what I was going to talk about next. I'm an old man. I need this to keep me straight. So let's see. The show's all about the games. Of course, I said thank you for 50 wonderful shows. I always start by showing off our weekly games. Everyone is welcome to play. It's open tournament. Anyone can play. We did the Zen Pinball Bites. So I talked about Black Knight 2000. There's only 4 more pinball tables that are Williams tables that AtGames has not gotten yet. Okay. And I think that's about it. Okay, so we're probably at AtGames News, Orchid 86. Okay, let me flip here. We got Viggy D coming in, finally. TinyBrights. We got Ray Latori. Make sure you type in hashtag TinyBrights. So you can possibly win one of these cool insert coin gadgets. I really love these things. Very, very nostalgic. We got Ray also donated a Papa Brad's gaming membership. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We could talk a little bit about AtGames news. Let me see what I got there. As far as with AtGames, I feel like the big news, of course, was they did the Black Knight 2000 table. That's probably the biggest news for AtGames this week. Other AtGames news. There's a special sale right now. Some people are finding that when you go into the Sam's Club and you scan, it doesn't show it unless you scan it inside the Sam's Club. But I am hearing reports of some people getting the Turtles pinball at right around $1,000. But you only in store, and actually not even the tag. The tag on the machine doesn't even say it. Let me play out a little clip. Let me find it. I had a clip for that. Okay. Let's check this out.
Hello friends, this is John, Burnt Orange Arcade. I was passing by this Sam's Club on the way home from somewhere, so I thought I'd...
If I want to, Burnt Orange Arcade is where this comes from, but this is a deal you might find. So when you go to your Sam's Club, scan that QR code and see what it scans up as. But watch this is crazy.
Hello friends, this is John, Burnt Orange Arcade. I was passing by this Sam's Club on the way home from somewhere, so I thought I'd stop in, see if there's any golden teas here or what else was going on. They've got the Pac-Man neons and the turtle pinballs from AtGames here still in stock. That's it. But again, just like I saw with the golden tea, if you scan this, and if you scan this, the prices aren't that. The price for here is $9.98. And the price for the Pac-Man is $4.49. So 50 bucks off, 200 bucks off in store when you buy in store. And it's not even advertised. I don't know why they do this. It's not even advertised. You've got to like go to checkout or scan beforehand to see the actual price. So it's a strange thing that Sam's Club does. I can't find anywhere else that has the Pac-Man neons for $4.50. They're on Amazon for $4.99 and Sam's Club online for $4.99. In store, 50 bucks off. Hidden, 50 bucks off when you scan. Here, 200 bucks off. And I don't ever remember seeing these for that cheap so far. So I'm always in the hunt for deals. I thought I'd start sharing, what I find as I find them with you guys. Okay? All right, that's it for now. Bye.
There you go. That's a killer deal. So check your Sam's Clubs. Huge welcome to the stream to Ichabod Crane, tearing up our leaderboards, playing some AtGames pinball. Good to see you, Ichabod Crane. Ichabod Crane, you can, if you want, I'm giving out one of these TinyBrights little arcade cubes. Just type in hashtag TinyBrights and you could win. Ichabod has won before from me. He won a not New Wave Toys. What's the other company? I had a Pac-Man, a really nice Pac-Man. It was a like a miniature Pac-Man. It's not New Wave Toys. It's the other company. But it was super nice, and I sent the machine to him, and I know he enjoyed it. So Pac-Man Neon is kind of cool. Yeah, I do kind of think it is kind of cool for Pac-Man. If you're looking for a Pac-Man. Okay, so let me pull it up. Oh, yeah, Numbskull. That's what I couldn't remember the name. Because, yeah, Numbskull. Numbskull, yeah. It was a Numbskull arcade. Those are really nice. But since we're talking about Pac-Man and Ichabod Crane, make sure you still have time to just type in hashtag TinyBrights. I'd love to have you be in the drawing. You play in our tournaments, you're more than welcome. I'd love to send you one. You can pick the color. They have all different kinds of colors. And they're completely wireless. You can just sit it anywhere. That's one of the things I really love about it. Is it's just like you charge them up and they just run for a long, long time. And they turn off after 4 hours, but it'll just glow by your machine when you press the button. The whole time you're in the arcade, you press it once and you have like a lit coin wherever you put it. It's pretty neat. Okay. So let me go to this. Just want to make sure everyone gets a chance to be in the drawing if you wanted to be in it. That was hashtag TinyBrights. There we go. Ichabod is now entered in the contest. Good luck to everyone. Could go to anyone. Okay. And let me go to it. I'm just going to go ahead and let her rip. You had to be here live to win this. So congratulations if you're watching live. Just another way I'm giving back. Here we go. Start collecting comments. Okay, we got 12 entries. Oh, I didn't know it did that. Sorry, I'm not that great of a YouTuber. But yeah, hashtag TinyBrights, just like that. Looks like I checked all the people that entered. It looked like you entered it correctly. Okay, good luck, gamers. Here we go. Let's do it. Boom, and the winner is. So exciting. So exciting. Who's it going to be? No, it's not going to be me. The winner, yeah, I won my own. I should have typed it in the chat. I'm going to roll again. Sorry. I'm the winner. That is so funny. It's because I typed it in. Okay, we're going to go again. It's not me. I am the winner. So I get to do the show each week. It's fun. Let's see. Who's the winner? Biggie D. Biggie D. Congratulations, Biggie D. You are the winner. I know how to get in touch with you. That's going to be easy. If you have not subscribed to Biggie D's Arcade, he's got a great channel. He talks about home arcade. He's got a really great channel. Go subscribe to Biggie D. Great guy too. Nice guy. I've been friends with him for quite a while. But I think he's one of the channels I've actually been a member to for a long time. So congratulations. So glad that Biggie D won. Congratulations. And go back to me. And so the winner was Biggie D. I know, and you won one. See, all you had to do was show up. It could not be easier. It could not be easier. And you're absolutely welcome. Thank you so much. Look at that nice wrench too. I give people wrenches to make sure no one can moderate them except for me as well. So people I trust, I'll give you a wrench. It just makes me feel safer, and it makes you know that you're untouchable. Only one that can touch you at that point is me. And that's how I like to have it with certain individuals in the community. People have earned my respect, but I love to hand out wrenches. Yeah, AtGames news, that's the big news. The other big news I would say probably is the absence of Zen not talking about AtGames, which was a bit odd. I mean, AtGames, although they also did not really talk much about X Arcade, who I know is a huge partner with Zen Studios. They didn't really say a lot about X Arcade either, especially with the Haptics kit that just came out. I felt like they might have said a little bit more about it, but they really didn't say much about X Arcade either. But we'll have to wait and see. Other AtGames news, okay? We'll just pull the Band-Aid off. I thought this was pretty funny. Check this out. They released the Clown Deluxe game. Anyone tell me what's wrong with the picture of the clown? Check out his hand. I didn't even notice this. Honestly, I didn't even notice this. This came from KevGret. I totally missed this too. I just looked at it. I see a clown. Happy clown. But what's wrong with his hands? And you gotta love AI. He got 6 fingers in that clown. He got 6 fingers. I think that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. So, AI, that's one of the things, unless you were looking for that. See, like, my brain just passed right over that. But look, it's got 6 fingers. That's a 6-fingered clown. Did anyone else catch that? That's pretty crazy. Other AtGames news, Flipper Friends has been going on, of course, with AtGames. That's their big news. Flipper Friends, games this week for Flipper Friends with AtGames. Some of the same ones we're playing. We're playing Darius and Nature's Fury, which I feel like are 2 great games. I included those in my Retro Legends arcade tournament as well. So we're playing 2 of the games. Those are super fun. Dinosaur Dynasty is a one-trick wonder. There's one shot. You just hit over and over again to score big on it. It's a little bit broken, in my opinion, but it's still fun to play. But once you learn that you can just go to the top corner and keep shooting that very corner play field at the top. Can't remember if it's on the left or the right, but it's at the very, very top. And you just spam that, and that's where all the points are. So if you want to get a good score in Flipper Friends, that's how you're going to have to play the table, because that's where all the people get the big scores from. Of course, AtGames, they're winding down. I think this is the last on week 12 of this Flipper Friends tournament. Imagine they'll start another one right after it. This does count towards IFPA points. And that's one of the things I love about playing the Flipper Friends. You get the IFPA points. There's a worldwide leaderboard, and you can be ranked. If you play on my tables this week, just drop the number 50. When you shoot your picture, just drop the number 50. You could be on a scrap of paper, any way you want to. Just throw it in the picture that you take on my iScored. Links to put scores up on the leaderboards are in the description of this video. This was last week's, but you can see his Ichabod Crane. He some different ways of posting. If I do a tournament, you're on Pinball Effects VR, I am going to have you put a date code on your score. Like this one has a date code, Bliss 2121. You know, I would just, as a good habit, just put the clock in there. It's probably a good habit to do. But yeah, just drop. This week's number is 50. Here's the there's my score that I entered. But yeah, just drop 50. Well, the chat's blowing up. Let me go in here. Let me see. Let's see here. Nice Biggie. Yep, he's a good man. Yep, Biggie D. Congratulations. Yep. Your channel's been on for 2 years. I think I'm at like 4 or 5 years. You know, and I've been plugging at this. I don't, you know, I haven't given up. You know, I'm always on YouTube, always dropping videos, 3,000 plus videos on YouTube, 3 channels. Yeah, perfect for your shelf next to the New Wave toys. Absolutely. Just let me know what color you want, and I'll get that to you. I know how to get in touch with you. So, Ray Latour's been trying out some OTG. Let's see. Yeah, the 6-fingered clown. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit back here. Yes, you know what? I think we have the Fallout game because I think the radiation got to that clown. You gave him a six fingers. I feel like the clown table would have been better. They should have really went with either theme. They should have went 100% all in on the evil, scary clown, or they should went 100% in on the kid-friendly, happy clown. I feel like if they just would have picked one of the directions, that table would have been way better as far as artistically. Actually, the gameplay I kind of enjoy, but artistically, I feel like, you know, that was a miss. Yeah, I think they might do something separate for Zen, but I know there's talks of them doing something different. The problem is that the 4KP user base is so much smaller than the HDP and the HD pinball. That's really where the majority of the numbers are for players. So, you know. So anyway, let's see. Crypto Coffee says the new He-Man looks cool. Yeah, I saw the trailer for it. Looks really good. Looks really good. That might be one that might get me to go to the theaters. It looks like a good, fun action movie. Ray Latour says he's looking forward to the new He-Man video game. You know there was a new video game coming out. First drop is a doozy on clown. Wayne goes home before Flipper friend Zachariah. I think they're going to continue to do mostly the tables. They're going to pick all tables that cross over to all 3 for Flipper friends. But they might do something. I hope they might choose to do something different with Zen. So the 4KP players for now can play. And the Zen user base will increase as soon as Zen starts dropping tables on the Turtles cabinet. That'll increase the user base. And having a table that, you know, we just saw that $1,000 magic price point, and I don't know if that's at many of the Sam's Clubs. You have to scan it in the store to get that price. But, you know, $1,000 for the Turtles cabinet is a fantastic deal. The Turtles cabinet is the smoothest playing AtGames pinball because it's got the more powerful processor and the resolution's not as high. So if you're after gameplay smoothness, it's the smoothest one. You can, you know, as far as with the stock processor and the using the AtGames PCB. So let me see if I got to all my topics. I think I'm getting to most of them. Okay. me check in with the chat here. There's a He-Man beat 'em up game coming soon. That would be amazing. A He-Man beat 'em up. Sign me up. That would be fun. That could be fantastic. A He-Man beat 'em up. Let me put these on the stick. Actually, look at that. If I put these up here, then I can see them. Okay, Flipper Friends. We talked about the X arcades. They're sending the haptics kits are being sent out now, so people are actually getting them in their hands. I know the haptics kit really helps the X arcade, makes it more immersive because you can do physical nudging. So I did the TinyBrights giveaway with closing thoughts. Okay. And let's see here. How do I turn that off? I think the physical nudging is really awesome, and the solenoids were, for me, the favorite things. The left and the right nudge are really good. The up nudge, the easiest way to do it still, I find, when I play at least, I use the joystick to do that up nudge because it needs to be so precise. You know, you're talking about a full speed rolling ball, and I do prefer to use the joystick only for the up nudge. So when I left or right nudge using the X arcade, I just use the physical nudge. And if I'm doing like a where I'm trying to pass it between the flippers, I'll just press the joystick up. And I only use the joystick for that up nudge. Just because it has to be so precise. You're talking about, you know, I don't know how many thousands of a second you're talking about, but you really don't have much of a window when you're doing that kind of pass in pinball. It's a very advanced high-level skill, but I'm really enjoying the X arcade. And the coolest thing is, because it is all upgradable with firmware, it's just going to get better and better. I mean, they're working on more prototype firmwares to even make it better. So, Ichabod Crane says a He-Man beat 'em up is impossible. We don't have the technology yet. I don't know. It could be pretty epic. Let me see if I had any other pictures or anything I wanted to show. Okay, we're gonna move over to the next segment, which of course, thanks to all the players, and we're going to look at the scores for the week. How did everyone do? Okay. Let me see here. Okay, we got Sacro here. Better late than never. Happy Friday. Man, you just missed the giveaway, too. Man, you just missed it. Missed it by a fraction of a few seconds. But hopefully I'll be doing some more giveaways in the future. But what a fantastic player. Sacro is a staple on our leaderboards. Always bringing the heat. Always bringing some amazing competition in pinball and arcade games. Very good player. I really fell in love with doing the leaderboard chasing too. There was a company called iArcade that made an arcade, and they had online leaderboards that were constantly, you could always tell the people that were playing. They'd put up their scores, and it was just super fun to chase those scores. Could I be in the top 5 people in this arcade game? And that always stuck to me as one of the best things about that brand, so that they had those online leaderboards, and I really missed that. This gives a little touch of that at least. So let's talk about our games we played last week, and we'll go over the games this week one more time. Let's see. This week in the Retro Legends Arcade, we played Legend of Kage. We had T. McCloskey, Sacro. I ended up winning that one. That's a game that I am pretty good at, so I'm glad I won it. Surprised, but I did win. When we played Dinosaur Dynasty 2, which is also in the Flipper Friends, Ichabod Crane coming in strong. He actually live streamed his. Go check out. He has a channel, Ichabod Crane. He actually did a live stream of the clown table. It was pretty amazing, pretty fun. Team McCloskey, Jay, Wingo, me, Sacro, and Ballydurn took the win on Dinosaur Dynasty 2. 454 million. That's a huge score. Well done, Ballydurn. Then, of course, we had Clown Deluxe, Bliss 2121, Ichabod Crane, me, Jay, Ballydurn, Team McCloskey, Wingo, way up there, Wingo, good score, and Sacro just clobbering it with 304 million. And then we played the Addams Family, Blissmond. Look at the scores though. Even the entry score was at 100 million. That's a heck of a good game, Addams Family. You know, that's a tough game. That game just slaughters pinball players. It's hard. But I mean, our entry-level score, look how high it is. I mean, fantastic gaming. Wingo. And the thing is, even if you don't enter that score, it's still fun to play. And if you play and you start tracking your scores, you'll get better over time. We had Jay. We had Bliss 2121. We had Ballydurn. Me. Mikey Yoon, though, said, hold my beer. I am coming. I'm moving into the Addams Family mansion with this insanely sick score, 768 million. Huge shout out to Mikey Yoon. What a fantastic score. I mean, that is some epic gameplay. To be able to get I've never even come close to anything like that. That had to be an amazing game. And congratulations, Mikey Yoon. Well played. Well played. Let's give him a little something. Let's see. Do I have something special? Here we go. Yeah. That's after playing for a bunch, I'm sure, man. Yeah, Papa Brad, he can't get those kind of scores. You rang. I do love the Addams Family table. I love the theming of it. It is also a brutal table that gives you no ball saves. You know, it is a table like these old Bally and Williams tables. They weren't about really holding your hand or coddling the player. They're just tough games, and but that's what makes them so great. Like you have to play them a lot to get good at them, and that's where the value is. Absolutely, Mikey Yoon has been on fire. Congratulations, Mikey. And Mikey started I don't think he really played pinball before, and he just got into it, and he's just been really doing great. I mean, he's getting some great scores on the leaderboards. I know he plays in Pinball Effects VR, and we got a great community over there on Pinball Effects VR. It's been a lot of fun. Been really enjoying. And so let's talk about the game we're playing this week for the Retro Legends Arcade. Let me scroll this over now. And I didn't even have time to put too many scores in. I think I just did bubbles. And hey, we got a score. Jay has dropped a score in Black Knight 2000. That's a 6 score, 3,481. Yeah, I mean 3,481,430. This Black Knight 2000 is a very low scoring game unless your name's Mad Ben Han. If your name's Mad Ben Han, it's a different set of rules. But for us mere mortals, this is a low scoring pinball. So these are really solid scores. No one's put in a score yet for Godzilla vs. Kong. I really have not put a ton of time into that game, so I will be playing that on Pinball Effects VR to get into it. Darius is available on all AtGames Pinball. It's a great, basic, kind of classic pinball table. Nature's Fury is a crazy table with a bunch of multi-balls. A lot of fun. And Bubbles is a classic arcade. I'll definitely be playing that some more during the week. Let's put in a preliminary score. And these are open leaderboards. Everyone's welcome to play. There's no gatekeeping. Nobody's locked out. I'm not hiding these leaderboards behind a Discord. Anyone that wants to play, if you're listening to this stream, you can drop a score. You're more than welcome to. Put that number 50 in your picture, though. It would be nice. And I thought I uploaded a picture. Didn't I upload a picture? Where's the picture? Those are videos. What happened? I lost the pictures? Videos. Oh, maybe I have to delete. It says I have to delete something. Hold on, I have to delete something. Let me delete something real quick. Sorry, 1 second. There it is. Okay. So anyway, yeah, just like for doing the arcade games, just like do like this. Look, boom. Just shoot your picture, your score. The high score can be on there with your initials, and just put that little 50 in there, so I know it's a fresh score, something you did this week, and because it's just easy to verify that way. But these leaderboards are for fun. If you want to play hardcore, play the Flipper Friends. It's locked down. You can't cheat. And every week, I've been in the top 20 players, and I love it. And the competition has went through the roof in Flipper Friends. So you can play on Flipper Friends for officially ranked scores. I mean, we play for fun, and we love to see anyone that wants to drop a score. That's really for fun. I allow any format. It's all about the games and the love of the games. And I find that if I focus in on a few games, I can actually get better at a few of these games. Whereas if I just go in my arcade and I just play randomly all week, I kind of just stay at the same skill level on everything. So really, this is a huge help for me because I focus my gameplay for the whole week on these games that I have sitting in my arcade. And the thing is, a lot of us have home arcades. You don't have to buy anything. If you have a multicade and an AtGames pinball or even a console, you have everything you need to play these games, Absolutely, that big robot on Punisher is a bastard. I do agree. He is. No, you can play whatever games you want. You don't have to. You can play it on any format you want. I'm going to be playing it in VR, just because I want to experience it that way. But you can play on any format you want. You can play it on AtGames Pinball. It's open to everyone, so any format. You can play it through OTG. You can play it on a console like the PS5 or the Switch 2. I mean, we just do this for fun and to learn the games. And, you got to learn. Pinball is really, a lot of it is to learning the games, because as you learn the games, you'll get better at them. And I find that this keeps me kind of honing in on a few games, helps me get better. It takes me about a week to actually get a little bit better at one of these games. Absolutely. But yeah, everyone's welcome. These leaderboards are open. There's links in the description of this show. You just click on the link. It takes you directly to where you enter your score. I would recommend just open up the video on your phone on YouTube, then go to the description of the video and just touch the link, because you'll need a camera to shoot your score. I usually just use my phone. I always record all my scores. I just use my phone. I play the game. I get a score I'm happy with, and then I just point the phone at it with the picture. If you play it on a cabinet, you can throw the 50 on the cabinet. Pinball Effects VR, there's a free clock app you can get. It's free. It costs nothing. You can drop that clock app over your score. For the Retro Legends Arcade, I'm not going to be super strict. But if I'm doing a tournament, you're going to have the clock on there to do a score. And, and I'm just curious if players would be interested in doing a live tournament. We did our first live tournament. We did the Attack from Mars was our first live tournament. It was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of players playing. It was really good. I'm curious if anyone would be interested in doing another one. I feel like the next table I'm going to do, if I'm doing a tournament, there will be Elvira and the Party Monsters, because it's a high skill game. It's not as easy as Scared Stiff, but it's not crazy difficult either, and it's a lot of fun. So I think, and I love Elvira. I'm just a massive fan of Elvira. It's a guilty pleasure. So I think the next tournament I will run as an official tournament for Retro Legends Arcade is the Elvira party, Elvira and the Party Monsters. Yep. You have the top score on the PS5 as well? I didn't even know that. Truly a Renaissance man. He's got the top score on the PS5 and on the AtGames Pinball. Plus 21 said he loved the live tournament. I'll do another one. Hard part for me too is the tournaments are expensive. I think I gave out about $100 last time in prizes. It all comes out of my pocket. So you know, once I've accumulated enough X-Arcade sales, I will do another tournament. I just need to make a little more so it doesn't hit me as hard. Just like everyone, you know, a lot of people, times have been tough. You know, the dollar doesn't go very far anymore. And I'm not complaining, but it's just the world we live in, you know. Things have gotten tough. For me personally, too, my wife, she's been going through some hard times. And I've had to deal with that. And I don't really talk about it on the show, but, you know, that's going to affect how many giveaways I can do. You know, my wife is, she deals with a really bad, some health issues, and that's making it difficult on me right now. So Jay says he'd play. He doesn't even need a prize. He just enjoys the competition. Are the prizes important? Are they important? No prizes are needed. Well, then I could definitely do tournaments. I feel like I like to give the prizes because it gets people to play more. But I could try to do a tournament, you know, without prizes or less prizes. You know, I'm not a big shot. I'm very very working class, as you probably can tell from my setup and the way I talk, the way I stream. I'm just a public school teacher. I'm just kind of poor. I live within my means. My wife has recently been unable to work because of her health, and it's been difficult. But I'm adjusting to it, and you know, I just love to play the games and have the competitions. Glory is the prize. Well, if that's the case, I'll announce it now. If people in the chat feel they would play without prizes, I will run a tournament on Elvira and the Party Monsters next show. I'll run a tournament. And we'll play some Elvira and the Party Monsters. That is a fantastic table. One of the coolest things about Elvira and the Party Monsters to me, I'll never forget, was I was actually allowed to be a tester on that table when it came to AtGames Pinball. And I had that table for quite a while. And I got to see all the hard work that Zen Studios did to it. There was things going on with it where they were going to change some things on it. And some of the testers said, no way, you gotta keep Elvira pure. You got to have it the way it was as much as you can, like it is in the arcade. We stuck to our guns. They did listen, and I'm really happy with how that table came out outside of the backglass animation. It's a fantastic table. It's a skill-based table. It's a fantastic table. So I'm going to call it right now. We'll do Elvira and the Party Monsters next week. Yeah, it's not really about winning. It's just about playing and having fun, you know? I do love it. Like, got to play in the Tomato Grass tournament. And man, it just was great. I was locked in. Last tournament I played, it was hilarious. There was like where you do the multi-ball. All three balls got stuck in the thing where it grabs the ball. And it got stuck. So, I mean, but that's like real pinball. That happens all the time with real machines. They always break. Last time I went to an arcade, I was playing the Foo Fighters, and pieces of the machine literally broke off while I was playing it. And I felt really bad. I was like, you know, I mean, these poor arcades, you know, these machines, they're mechanical. They take a beating. But, you know, Mad Ben Hand is in. Okay, well, I'm announcing it now. We'll do Elvira and the Party Monsters. Next week, I'll set up a show based around doing the tournament. I'll just have some stuff on, but I will try to give a little bit more feedback to the scoreboard as y'all are playing. A lot of people are playing with headsets on. They want to be able to play the whole time. And how much time do you think we need? I don't think last time we had enough time. I think I did an hour and a half. Is that enough time, or you think we need 2 hours? Let me know in the chat. How much time do you feel like you need to play a tournament? We got Crypto Coffee says it likes the Foo Fighters pinball. Rush is fun. Iron Maiden, AC/DC are two of my favorite music ones. Do love the music themed tables. Those are really fun. A lot of times I try to go to the barcades that I know that have these tables and try to get in there early so I can hear the music on the pinball. Yeah, we'll run it later. We'll run it later for sure. Maybe 8 o'clock at least. At least I'll push back an hour. Is that late enough? I could go either 8 or 9 o'clock in Central Time. I think I did 7 o'clock this week. I can make it later for a tournament. Sacro says 1 hour and a half should be good for Elvira and the Party Monsters. This isn't Scared Stiff. Now, Scared Stiff, you can have games that can run crazy long. And it's a great, like, if you're looking for someone that is not a pinball person to play pinball, Elvira's Scared Stiff is one of the most approachable pinball machines you'll ever play. It makes everyone feel like a super player. And that's a beautiful machine. I did get, like I said, one of my favorite moments of last year was I got to be a tester for the Elvira tables for AtGames. There was a ton of things that were fixed before the public ever saw them. And I'm really proud of those tables. They're two of my favorite tables on AtGames Pinball. And it really was an honor to be involved in that process. So one hour and a half. Okay, I feel like that might be enough for that table. I think Scared Stiff, you probably would need that 2 hours. Some of those games can run really late. Okay. So you work that night. We could do it the next week. You want to do it the next week? Let me know, Jay. Let me know, Jay. I want to get 1 hour later than tonight would be great. So I will run it later than this show for the tournament. I guess we could do it for 2 weeks. I could promote it then. We could get more people to play if I promote it. I can promote it pretty good so it gets out there. We can all just drain if the game lasts too long. Yeah, that's always a bummer. I mean, you know, I hate to have really good players have to just throw their games. But you're right. A timed game is tough because when you come down to that. But this time I'm going to really be, I'll be talking, letting you know how much time you have. So you're off all next week? Okay. Mikey's saying I'm donating a giveaway for the tournament, Amazon gift card. That'd be wonderful. You don't have to, but if you want to, we can give it away. But yeah, maybe we'll do it. We'll do it not next week, but the week after would be good. I'll just make sure. I don't want to conflict with Tomato Grasses doing some tournaments. I don't want it to be at the same time. So Bliss is good for in 2 weeks as well. Okay, that gives me time to promote it. I can make some bunch of videos and maybe get a little hype so we get more players. It will be open platform, so you can play on Pinball Effects VR. You can play on AtGames Pinball. You can play on OTG. You could play on a pinball cabinet. Pretty much, it'll be all platforms. But I will have a few security things to make sure it was done live. But nothing difficult. Nothing difficult. That's awesome. Okay, with that being said, I think we've decided. Yeah, I think it's great to know the table. Like, I've been playing a lot of Addams Family. Once Tomato Grass announced it, I didn't even get in the deadline to be in the contest, but I started playing it a lot and really enjoying it. And then I saw Mikey Yoon's score jump up there, and I was like, wow, man, that is incredible. I can't imagine what it would feel like to have a score that high on that table. I mean, the adrenaline rush on that table would be great. You should set signups for the tournaments. I don't know how to do that, Mikey Yoon. How do you do that? How do you do signups? I just thought maybe do it live and you show up. You know, that's Mikey Yoon practicing for a week. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. You know, you have to these tournaments. You have to get that score within a limited time frame, which is exciting. You know, Mikey, if you help me set it up, I will do that. I will promote it, and we'll do a list. I don't know how to do all that, but if you'll help me, I will definitely do it. It's exciting. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Have your husband, Blissmon 1. Absolutely. We would love, the more the better. The more the better. And that's awesome. So we got the table. I will set up a tournament in 2 weeks. The only thing that would change it is I don't want to be at the same time as Tomato Grass. I have a lot of respect for Tomato Grass. I would never put my tournament on the same time as his. So, but thank you so much for watching. I think I covered all my news and stuff I wanted to talk about. I appreciate you. 50 episodes, Retro Legends Arcade. We made it. It's hard to believe. It's been a great journey. I look forward to more fun, more games, more pinball tournaments, and more friendships. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching. And you'll catch me every week like clockwork. I'll be here and promoting the love of arcade gaming and pinball. So stay legit. 50 more great shows. Thank you so much. Respect.
Well, Papa Brad's a gaming. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retrogaming. The old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats.